Hello, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. How are you? You know, I haven't done this video in a while. It's been some time, and I think it's worthwhile doing again. More crazy stuff you got in trouble for. That's right. What did you get in trouble for when you were a Jehovah's Witness? I'm thinking back. I got in trouble for saying flip. I got in trouble for saying heck. I got in trouble for wearing cord pants, like corduroy. That's very worldly. I lost all my privileges for wearing cord. What else did I get in trouble for? I got in trouble for, let me just show you a wee scripture, because that diminished the Bible when I was on service. I got in trouble for taking a martial arts class. I did get in trouble for that. What else did I get in trouble for? Nothing much. I think that was about the height of it. I was a pretty good kid. Let's see what other people got in trouble for. Taken from one of the great Facebook groups and all the stupid stuff we talk about. How many people what are some of the things that you got in trouble for? Here's somebody says, watching The Life of Brian. That'd do it. Also, it's a good movie. I recommend it. He's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy. Here's a woman says, going to the prom. I wasn't allowed to go, but I went anyway. Good for you. We don't have proms over here, but I admire that. I remained a virgin right up to my wedding night, but cohabitated with my husband for a while to save money. Ended up getting disfellowship for fornication. That'll do it. That'll do it. I'm sorry to hear it, but it's true. I had a shirt that said Players with a Z. 69. Some mystery sister said she saw me wearing it in public and I tried to hide it from her. I loved that, but I was forced to throw it away because apparently the 69 was sexy. True story. We had a creepy elder claimed to be one of the anointed who would literally stalk people. My friend had just got home from service. She lived in an apartment and she turned on the TV. It was a soap opera. A few minutes later, there's a knock on the door. There he is. All he said was, Christians don't watch soap operas, sister. And then he walked away. He just turned around, threw his bomb of bullshit, and as the Lonely Planet singers sing, cool guys never look at explosions. He just walked off into the distance, leaving that bullshit for her to handle. Ridiculous. He would also turn on your radio in the car group and chastise you for whatever station was turned on. I knew a supposedly anointed elder who told me that he had the power, his exact words, to disfellowship me if I even thought about having sex with my then fiancée. Jesus would meet these guys and he would just say, find me a table, I need to toss the table immediately. Taking someone else's Bible study to see the Thrill Kill Cult. Is that a band or a movie? I do not know. I'll have to Google. Anyway, I don't know why that would be bad, but the name probably is going to get you in trouble. The only explanation for the elders to meet up and ask all those fucked up personal questions is so they can have a big group circle jerk after their victim left. I remember some poor kid getting publicly reproved for masturbation because some other little bastard told on him. Think of the damage those assholes do to people. Well, I agree and I don't agree. Some people do it because, they get off on the thrill of finding out information about other people. But the Jehovah's Witness system is set up in a way that means they need to get the details so they can work out the level of punishment, which they can then apply to it, even though the application is completely, arbitrary. So yeah, some of them are dodgy and dirty as sick, but some of them think they're doing right, even though they're doing wrong. And I agree with what it says in the end. Think of the damage those assholes do to people. Committee meeting over a baby bottle brought into the auditorium. We had a new carpet. Cope with it. It's a baby. There's bound to be like 4 carpet cleaners in that Kingdom Hall. At least 4. Okay? I was one of them. I had a brother. The father of my friends assaulted me. Another friend told me that she had been assaulted by him. I saw another friend start to hang out with their family and warned her, and I got disciplined for slander and lost privileges for 2 years. That's the other thing I did get in trouble for. Sorry, we're here. I got in trouble for telling a sister that a guy in my Kingdom Hall was a bad associate, and she ended up marrying him, and I got in trouble for telling him he was a bad associate. And that's the guy who I've mentioned in previous videos, that the whole Kingdom Hall was in a bus. We drove around the back of the wedding venue, and he was fingering the bridesmaid. That's right. That's true story. True story. I'm not making that up. And I got in trouble for that. I had to eat some serious humble pie. And I was like, I'm so sorry. You say he's clean. Who am I to say he's unclean? Oh, sorry, mighty Jehovah. I'm only the Apostle Paul. I got in trouble for a Facebook post with the word shit in it. I have seen elders, wives and servants say far worse and keep doing it on Facebook. Nobody bugs them because it's different. You're not an elder. Don't be silly. When I was 18 or 19, I like this story. I remember an elder reporting to my mom that they had seen me in a supermarket checkout line accompanying an older man who was buying beer. They said, "Oh, your son shops with adults who drink beer." She said, "Yes, he does." And then the elder took me aside and said, "I had to reveal to your mother that you were seen with another man buying more alcohol than he could possibly drink alone." And I said, "You don't know Matthew." That's a good one. I like that. This is not nice. Being a marital rape victim, it caused my eyes to open to see that the JWs are a cult, not a religion. They did nothing to punish the victim, to punish or criticize him, but criticized and shamed me. Actually told me it was my fault and I should allow it. Sick bastards. I've never been in trouble, but those boys talk to me about wearing a black shirt and hair being too long and sideburns. That's right. Wearing a skirt and dresses above my knee. I'm rather tall, so it's hard. How dare you be tall, sister? That's wanton huzziness being tall. So it's hard for her to find a skirt that wasn't above her knee. Using the word lucky. Why would you do that? How about being talked to about length for your fucking hair at every meeting? Your hair shouldn't be fucking at every meeting. It should be... I miss hair. I do miss hair. Something shocking. How about the fact I'm 5 foot tall? So in order to not allow the brothers to be bothered by my breasts, we're not bothered. It's our pleasure, okay? I should wear tops that cover up all but my neck. By the way, 110 degrees is not uncommon in our area in the summer. Awesome. My twin daughters lived with their brother, an elder, who was bothered by this and felt... Oh, an elder was bothered by this and felt that like people think we had two. Hang on, I'm going to read this again. My twin daughters lived with their brother. An elder was bothered by this and felt like people think we had two. What he didn't know was that when one of the twins lived with her older sister and her kids, their neighbours thought they were lesbians. You just can't win with them. You can't win with them. That was hard to read. I went to see Thunder from Down Under with my work people. I heard of a private reproof over starting a non-spiritual conversation at the Kingdom Hall. Seriously? All they talked about in my Kingdom Hall after the meeting was football, or soccer, as you Americans call it. Ugh, dear me. Okay, so I'm still an active JW. I don't hear this often, but I want out. Today, my strict JW mother-in-law said, if I want to dye my hair this way, just tell anyone who questions me that my non-JW husband has wanted me to for years, and I did it to please him. Guess what I'm saving money for? That's a good idea. It's all about how you get around it, isn't it? You know, you got to skirt under the problems. And she thought she was being nice by saying, you know, oh wait, you can get out of it by this. Even though you shouldn't have to get out of anything. Dye your damn hair. They didn't like my 1959 Cadillac. They didn't like my boots. They didn't like my Harley Davidson. They didn't like my open collar, no necktie. They didn't like my job. Is that a song? See the way it's good. Okay. Not me, but JW I knew had a shepherding call saying he had too many nice things in his house and he was too materialistic and all his nice things were making others stumble. An elder criticised my clothing when I was a teenager because I was wearing a strapless dress with a cardigan. Dear me. I remember, let's finish off with, my mother-in-law told me a story about cleaning her little crappy car for field service because she was getting the honour of going out with the circuit overseer in her car group. She even used a detail tool to clean out all the dust in her dash. The CO sat in the front and said, "Sister, you need to clean your car." What an ass. She's still in, of course, and believes that it was a legitimate thing for him to correct her. Oh! Guys, this is it. This is what we got in trouble for. Can you think about that? Imagine you're hanging out with Jesus. You're all, you know, I'm not a religious person anymore. But you're hanging out, you're in the dust, you know, and Jesus comes and says, "You're too dusty." You know, fuck that. Jehovah's Witnesses. Get out. You're in a cult. Run, shoo, quickly as you can.